In the summer, the little western fence lizard is common throughout the rocky environs of Little Hot Springs Valley. This lizard is a first-rate climber and can easily dart from rock to rock in order to avoid enemies or capture prey. Welcome to D4, Dark Dreams Don't Die. We shall push.
Watch where you're going.
That is a fair amount of blood.
Looks like those gunshots came from here.
The machinery section is through there. Looks like the door is locked.
So there was a skirmish here, and then he ran further inside. There's no power. Damn it! Ugh. Almost got it.
Huh?
Are you
What
okay?
the fuck? Okay, so now that it's
See
turned
that
into
guy?
Metal Gear Solid
See
with
who?
wacky
What
action
did you
enemies,
see?
the enemies that are hard to kill.
Things are worse than I thought.
Right, let's just give it a moment. Wait for the thing. Okay, there we go. Wait for the tick.
Is something the matter?
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing.
I've got you watching my back, and you're still keeping things from me?
Look, I'm not hiding anything.
Then what is it?
It just seems so pointless that I was hesitant to bring it up.
Now you're practically begging me to show some interest.
I see what you mean. Just please don't get mad.
Out with it.
Okay. What's the capital of Brazil?
Sao Paulo, right?
No, that's incorrect.
Okay.
Brazil
Rio de Janeiro.
or Brasilia.
That's the old capital.
Does it really matter what the capital of Brazil is?
Not really, I guess. But I just can't get
Something
it out
like
of my
that.
mind. It's making me quite upset.
Now she's got me thinking about it. How can I expect her to watch my back when she's worried about something like that? If only there was a world map down here.
So, capital of Brazil. Thingy. World map somewhere. That is probably some kind of a clue. Oh, it's just a block sliding puzzle. Okay, for a moment there I thought it was going to be something weird. Okay. If we get the power to go through there, we get that, do that round. We can... And yeah. Okay, so so all blocks need to be used. Okay. Well, that doesn't... I really didn't think that all blocks needed to be used. But maybe it's so that there's no open connections.
That should restore power to this section.
Right, well, let's have a quick look, see if there's a
cell phone? No. It's a PDA. Not a standard retail model either. That light means there's been a missed call. Ah, I knew it was his. Oh man. A special training program for undercover operations?
Okay.
Even the military uses games for training now, huh? I guess I can give it a try.
It's Department of Justice, not the military.
Use your intelligence and take your skills to the next level. The Ministry of Justice is here to support your every endeavor. Your head may be empty now, but we're going to change that. Now let's get started. Initializing the aircraft test maniac level. Answer 5 questions correctly to complete this level. One wrong answer and you will fail instantly.
Okay,
How
so
are the telephones on international flights connected to the ground?
satellite?
Correct. Recently, internet connection services have been implemented. They also link to a satellite that connects them to the ground.
Okay.
What is the lifespan of a standard aircraft?
I'm gonna hope it's 10 years. I'm afraid it might be 20 to 30.
Incorrect. That does consider game. Don't. Initial answer. How are the telephone?
Okay, so satellite link.
Correct. Recently, they also. What is the? Correct. When maintenance becomes more expensive with perfect maintenance. What's the name of the aircraft check in which every part is disassembled?
D check. Ooh.
Correct. Maintenance checks are ranked from A. The D check involves docking the aircraft for 1 month. The time when accidents are most likely. Correct. The critical 11 minutes. Accidents usually happen in the 3 minutes after takeoff and 8 before landing. This is the time when concentration and care are most required. How thick is the thickest part of the outer wall of the aircraft body?
It's not very thick.
Incorrect. This isn't an armored air. Consider that aircraft don't.
Well, actually, yeah, 2 centimeters. That's actually quite a lot. But then again,
How are the telephone? Correct. Recently, all. What is the?
I mean, at least the questions stay the same, so it's not.
What's the? Correct. Make the D. The time when act. Correct. The critical 11 accident. This. How the. Correct. Made from titanium and aluminum. It's designed to resist internal pressure. The minimum thickness is 1 millimeter. Surprisingly thin, isn't it? All questions in the aircraft congratulate.
Yeah, it is surprisingly thin. I'm not really happy about that. I'm not happy about the fact that it's... The minimum thickness
However,
on an aircraft
we're
is
only
1
just
millimeter.
getting started. Now we will proceed to the it will initialize.
Okay.
Initializing the air. Answer 5 questions correctly. What are fixed wings that have?
Okay, well, that's
Space
gliders.
Shuttles also. What does VTOL stand for?
Vertical takeoff and landing.
Correct. These aircraft can take off or land in narrow places and can fly higher and longer than helicopters. They're mainly military now, but civilians model. Research is underway.
I've actually done...
The type of stunt flying that was popular in the 1920s.
Barnstorming, where they flew through the
All
barns.
sorts of dangerous stunts, including tennis on the wings. How is a jet engine ignited?
How is a jet engine ignited? I want to take a quick moment to talk about the VTOL, because actually I have done some work with a startup that was working on making VTOL drones for use in Africa to travel, transport medicine and small electronics, stuff like that. You know, stuff that's expensive, hard to get, you know, to places, but that's still light enough that you can actually just fly it with a drone. For example, getting medicine to the nomadic people, stuff like that. I'm gonna go with a secondary engine.
Correct. You can see the heat from them when the aircraft are in the airport. They create compressed air which activates the main engine. How does a helicopter land safely if the engine is damaged?
It's called auto-rotation.
Correct. Downward airflow is used to turn the rotors and gently descend. It's the same principle behind a leaf that rolls down to the ground. All questions in the aircraft test gate level have been answered correctly. Congratulations. You are very well informed.
Cool. Those ones I actually did know. The thing about auto-rotation, I actually learned from a Markiplier video. It was actually from when he played the new Outlast.
Section of the aircraft test. The cult level will begin as soon as you are ready.
Cult level. Let's give it a go.
Starting the aircraft test cult level. Please answer within 5 seconds. 10 correct answers in a row are required.
10.
Which gas is used in modern airships?
Helium.
Correct. Gases that might explode are never used. How much water is used in a single flush of a passenger toilet?
Oh, then it's 200 cc.
Don't
I know it's as little as possible.
starting the airplane 10.
Okay.
Which gas?
So helium, they do change the locations.
How much?
200 cc.
Correct. Of course. The waste is stored in a tank rather than being ejected outside. What provides propulsion when a jet aircraft is on the runway?
Jet. Is it thrust up? It is thrust. I don't know. I panicked.
Correct. Game over.
I noticed the time and I panicked.
Start please 10. Which gas?
So helium. That I learned from Archer.
That might how much?
200 cc.
Correct. Of course. What provides?
Yeah, well, of course it's gonna be
Correct.
jet
A
engine
tow
thrust.
truck is used to go backward or move. Who made the first successful solo transit?
Charles Lindbergh.
Correct. He also crossed the Pacific in 1931. What time is the cockpit clock set to?
I'm gonna go with Greenwich Mean Time.
Correct. The time difference is always accounted for during flights. Why is a choke used instead of brakes in order to keep the aircraft stationary? Correct. If brakes were applied, the temperature would cause the discs and pads to melt. Why do cabin attendants give out candy during the flight? Correct. Building up saliva and then swallowing is one way to clear your ears. Why is the cockpit on the second floor in a jumbo jet?
Okay, then it's the reuse. Okay. It does make sense because
Start please 10. Which gas?
helium,
Correct. How much?
200 cc.
Correct.
Now we can just blast through a good amount of these. Jet engine thrust.
Correct.
This will be the most ravishing episode of this. Charles Lindbergh, because this is the airplane quiz.
Correct. The time. Why is it choke you? Correct. Why do cabin? Correct. Building up. Why is the cockpit on the second? Correct. In a cargo plane, the entire body is used as cargo space. Why do airplanes have round windows?
It's to do with the strength.
Corners create focal points for stress, which can create cracks. Which aircraft can take off and land from a runway and go into space?
The space plane?
Correct. We've already moved beyond the airplanes and into space. All questions correct. Congratulations. You have correctly answered all the questions.
Cool.
Now your head is in total success and the field hinges entirely. Remember, I hope we'll meet.
Wow. I ended this. Pete, don't tell me he forgot it. Well, that was fun.
It's weird is what it was. Okay, so more scrapbooking. I was hoping that that might give the info on what the capital of Brazil was, but doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like it. Well, does not seem like I can find the information to that question. I did end up completing some of the side investigation thingies, which is kind of fun. I mean, I haven't before kind of bothered with them, and the aircraft quiz was actually quite interesting. So I'm kind of happy that I did it, even though it is kind of, you know, taking up space in this. However, be that as it may, I still think that the capital of Brazil is Brasilia. However you pronounce that. But I suppose that will have to wait for next time. Until then, goodbye.